million students asked why Earth is a death world. The answer left them speechless. The lecture hall of the Andromeda Interstellar Academy was a cathedral of light and technology. Walls curved into a dome alive with stars, while floating platforms carried students from dozens of species. Some clicked, some hissed, some pulsed with bioluminescence. But today, all shared a single curiosity: Earth. Professor K.A. a silver-scaled Thalassian with eyes like molten steel, stood at the center podium. "Class," he began, his voice carried by a translator that sang through the room, "we speak today of high-risk biospheres. Specifically, a world catalogued as DV7, Earth. A planet known in common tongue as a death world." Murmurs rippled through the amphitheater. A student whose body was a lattice of crystalline prisms raised a spire-like limb. "Professor, what makes this world so dangerous? It looks unremarkable." K.A.'s scaled lips curved into a grin. "Ah, that is the mistake most make. Earth does not advertise its violence. It hides it in plain sight. The air, the water, the soil, all alive, all competing. And the species called humans? They are the distilled essence of survival." A hologram of Earth rotated above the podium, glowing blue and green. First, the environment. Earth is unpredictable. Storms that span continents. Oceans that churn with lethal currents. Temperatures swing from freezing void to blistering desert. Even the ground moves, quakes, eruptions, tsunamis. And humans? They did not merely endure. They thrived. Images shifted: ice fields, mountains, rainforests, deserts. Humans are fragile by appearance. No fangs, no claws, no armor. Yet they climbed peaks where the air is poison, crossed deserts with nothing but ingenuity, and learned to live beneath crushing seas. When the planet threw storms at them, they built stronger homes. When predators stalked them, they learned to hunt back. A winged student leaned forward. "But many worlds have predators. Many species fight." "Yes," K.A. said, "but humans do not just fight, they think. They strategize. They change the battlefield. They fashion tools, then weapons that reshape worlds. They do not wait for evolution, they force it. They are not the strongest species, but they are the most dangerous because they refuse to stop." Another hologram appeared, groups of humans banding together, building fires, crafting tools, planting fields. Unity is their secret weapon. Alone, they are prey. Together, they are unstoppable. A single human struggles against a bear. A tribe builds walls, weapons, and traps. An army changes history. And when unity falters, they adapt again. They learn faster from failure than most species learn from success. The crystalline student flickered with interest. "But aren't they violent to each other? How do they survive themselves?" K.A. paused. "They are. And that is their greatest danger and strength. Conflict has honed them like blades. They have created weapons capable of destroying their own world, yet they also build bridges, cure plagues, and explore the unknown. They are contradictory, but always moving forward." The hologram changed again, this time showing rockets breaking free from Earth's gravity. When Earth could no longer challenge them, they left. They walked among the stars, carrying that same will to survive. Space itself, a realm hostile to nearly all life, did not stop them. They turned the void into home. A soft voice from the back: "Professor, have you met one?" K.A.'s silver eyes dimmed slightly, reflecting memory. "Yes. During the Rim Wars, I fought beside one. They were not the largest nor the strongest. But when the enemy broke through and all else failed, they stood. Not because they believed they would win, but because they refused to surrender. That is why they are feared. Not for power, but for persistence." The hall was silent now, every gaze fixed on the glowing planet. The professor's voice lowered. This is why Earth is a death world. Not because it is hostile, but because it made a creature that turns adversity into advantage. They do not give up. They do not forgive easily. They endure, adapt, and return stronger. The crystalline student whispered, "So to fight them. To fight them is to invite inevitability," Kaerith said. "You may defeat a human once. Perhaps twice. But each time, they learn. Each time, they rise. And if one survives, they will remember you. And their memory is long." When the lecture ended, no one moved. Even the brightest minds of 37 worlds sat silent, their thoughts orbiting a small blue planet. Some were awed, some unsettled, but all understood something new. Earth was not a curiosity. It was a warning. And from that day, whenever the word Deathworld was spoken, the class would remember the image of humans standing beneath alien suns, and they would not laugh.